Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com. Chris Nolan grew up in New York until he joined the U.S. Marine Corps in 1996. He then joined the U.S. Capitol Police until making the transition to real estate. Shortly after, the Nolan Group was formed. They continue to strive for the best possible experience for buyers and sellers. How can they help you in your journey? And now, here's The Nolan Show with your host, Chris Nolan.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nolan Show, and it's been an awesome week. Everybody's been running all over the place, doing a lot of great things. We had a lot of training this week, and with me as always, we have Kayla here, help me out with the show, and as a special guest, we have Clay Collins with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. How you doing today, Clay?
I'm doing great. Busy week.
Yeah?
No complaints.
Yeah, everything's going smoothly over there?
Yes. Very.
Awesome. We appreciate you coming in. I know we talked. Now, you're local here in the Vero Beach area, correct?
Correct.
So, and I mean, you can almost walk to your office to here from the show, correct?
Oh, yeah. I'm 30 seconds away.
So,
over on Indian Boulevard.
Super easy to find for anybody that's looking for you. So, tell us a little bit about what you're doing, because you've been in the business doing this for a long time.
Yes, I've been in banking for 38 years and 34 years in residential lending.
Okay, so that's a long time. So you probably know a little bit about what you're doing.
A little bit.
What is the some of the best things that you like about Guaranteed Rate?
The technology is really strong. Sometimes that isn't as needed in Vero Beach as it is in some other areas, just because of the number of retirees.
Right.
Very competitive rate-wise and closing cost-wise. And I found the underwriting to be really fair and consistent, which is what you look for as a loan officer.
So a lot of our listeners may not understand what that means as far as the underwriting. How does that work?
Most of the loans nowadays are sold on the market. They're not like 50 years ago or 40 years ago when they were put in the bank's portfolio and stayed there for years. So they're sold and then bundled up into a security. But bottom line is there's guidelines you have to go by. So we're guideline lenders versus when I first started in banking, we were more common sense lenders, looking at the risk to the bank. Now you're just looking, if it's a 100-piece puzzle, you need to have all 100 pieces there. If you have 99 of them, you're not going to close.
Okay.
So there's sometimes common sense goes out the window.
Now, you guys have been doing this for a while, and I know Guaranteed Rate, they're a larger company, correct?
Yes.
And they have some pretty decent reach. Now, tell us, do you have any programs that you want to share with us that might be beneficial to our listeners?
Right now, to help people who are losing deals to cash buyers, they're starting to totally approve borrowers with a TBD, as we call it, or to be determined. Mm-hmm. So we're literally underwriting the whole file, getting all the supporting documentation, sending it to the underwriter, and basically they have a cash offer sitting there at that point, because everything's done except for the appraisal on the home and the title insurance.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool feature. I know not many people are doing that out there, but for anybody that's not really up on it, basically what you do is you submit all your documents prior to going out and getting the approval actually done. So all you need is that appraisal. So we can close these things rather quickly, correct?
At that point, yes.
So how fast can you typically close one that's been fully underwritten?
You're looking probably still at 10 days for an appraisal, and title insurance, probably about the same amount of time. You could probably close it in 15 days or so, because you'd have all the borrower himself or herself totally underwritten for income, debt-to-income ratios, credit, their liquid assets. So it's really would shave off a lot of time in the process.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Now, Kayla, I know you're running around helping a lot of different buyers right now. Do you think when we're going into an offer situation, being able to shorten the days to close from 30 to 15 or 14 would be beneficial?
If the seller likes that, then yes.
Yeah, obviously, not every seller wants to be out in 14 days. Some of them are going to find that, a little aggressive.
But a lot of sellers with second homes or, it's just a vacational home, they want it gone quick.
So and it makes it super simple. We can eliminate a lot of the components. keep it all down to a minimum. All we need is that appraisal. And like you said, 10 days. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, appraisers are going to speed up as interest rates have risen. Their demand for appraisals will lessen. So that will speed up that piece of the puzzle.
And then also on top of that, being the fact that you've been here doing mortgages for 34 years, I mean, that has a lot of weight to it as well when you're presenting that to a listing agent, because they're going to see your name, and there's a good chance that you've already worked with this person along the way with the listing agent.
Been a big plus. I mean, the listing agents typically don't want to see an out-of-town lender providing the pre-approval letter, especially if it's a .com lender. They want someone local. I live and die off the referrals of real estate agents, and so do the other loan officers in town, and we all are trying to do the best we can to not have a problem. And sometimes it can be the appraisal, and you can't do anything about that. But no, we live and die by referrals. So.
Absolutely, and that's the way it is in our business as well. We've built our business off of referrals and repeat business, and that's why we continue to team with the best people out there, and that's why we seek out people like yourself. This is why we make sure we have programs. And not every lender or not every realtor, we've talked about this, doesn't fit every scenario or every person. But when we put this together and we have our team and a team of service providers, lenders, title companies, inspectors, we can team everybody up with the group that makes the most sense for them.
Correct.
So that's awesome. Well, we're looking forward to doing a lot of business with you in the future. So can't wait to hear about it. I know you got a couple of them getting closed up this week for clients.
Yes.
So
that's
awesome.
Next 2 days and then 2 next week, and they're all purchases.
Nice.
It's a nice thing.
Yeah, purchases is still going strong, and we have a bunch of listings. As a matter of fact, Kayla, you just listed property this morning, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So it's a vacant lot in VLE, off of 98th Court, which isn't too much in the back. You're kind of right in the middle, but it's before that stop sign right in the middle of VLE. But yeah, it's a vacant lot. If you want to go see it, you can go give me a call at 772-696-4331.
Awesome. Now, as far as that, so let's talk about that for a second, because you guys don't, with Guarantee Rate, you guys don't do construction loans, correct?
Correct.
But you do the end loans, because I had this conversation, and there's for everybody listening, there's a big gap there. For the construction loan, it's usually a local product, interest only, while you build the property. Sometimes people will buy the property, then do the building with multiple different types of financing. You still have to have the end product, which is what you're going to refinance into to keep the interest rate down in that 15 or 30-year payment. So that's where you guys would come in for that particular scenario.
Correct.
And do that end loan and lock them into that good rate as they continue to live in the house for the next 30 so years.
Yeah, right now is a good example of it, because people who are not locked in yet, when they started their construction, let's say 6 months ago or 5 months ago, if they're on a variable rate product or just interest only, then go lock in afterwards, they literally may not qualify when their home's done. Or they may still qualify, but they may have thought they're going to start at 3 and they end up at 6. Right. So we can lock them in for 180 days, 270 days. Typically, it's 1 point to lock them in for 180 days and 1.25 points. And the people who have done that are feeling pretty good right now.
So let me ask you about that. So if we're doing a lock-in for, you say, 180 days or 200 plus days, what does that mean to our listeners?
And we call it an extended rate lock. So let's say on October 1st, borrowers came in, they said their home wasn't going to be done till next June, and they were worried about rates going up. We lock them in on that day's rate, and then they would pay the 1 point to lock it in, and now they don't have to worry about interest rates and their monthly payments going up.
Okay.
So, a lot of your big builders they're financing it themselves, GHO,
right.
D.R. Horton. But there's still the risk to the borrower if the builder's saying, a lot of them have their own mortgage companies, they're saying, we're not going to lock it in until 30 days before closing.
Correct.
And so that's putting all the interest rate risk on the borrower's back. and borrowers are the least ones that can afford, a big increase in interest rate. So, the extended rate lock's been pretty popular. There's a lot of people who were worried about what was going to happen, as things have become, very inflationary, and people really started worrying about inflation.
But Clay, what happens if the interest rates drop?
Well, they would still have the rate that they locked in at. Most people, if they want to gamble, they can take that risk. But, we were at historical lows, in the fall and prior to that. So not too many people thought that rates were going to drop,
Right.
If they're going to drop, it wasn't going to be much. Okay.
But what about if they locked in now for 6 months from now, or, for a year later, and the rates happen to drop back down? Not that I think they will, but that's got to be a question you get, no?
Yes. They'd give them the better rate, but they would have still paid the fee. So they're paying the fee to be guaranteed that interest rate.
Right. But what I'm saying is the rate can drop, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Perfect. So even though it's locked, it won't go higher. It can still go lower.
Correct.
Yeah. So just want to make sure that we clear that up for everybody, because I know that's one of the questions I've had on the extended rate locks over the years is what happens if it drops? And they want to make sure that they can save themselves from going up, but, still enjoy the rate drop if it goes back down.
Right.
Not that I expect it to go down. And honestly, we're still at good rates. We're not at bad rates right now.
No,
so
we're in the low fives now.
Yeah, so still a great time to purchase.
You have a generation right now who've never seen 5%.
This is true.
Historically, it's super low.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, great stuff. Looking forward to seeing what you get done out there. And we do have to take a quick break. So hold that thought. Everybody stay right there. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Sell now or sell later? We'll help you decide with a free home evaluation. I'm Chris Nolan with the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. We'll discuss your options, whether to refinance or how much you can get for your home. No commitment necessary. Visit nolanshow.com.
Hello, this is Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. All of our offices are scheduling appointments for in-office services, but you can get that little yellow sticker quicker by using our express lane. It's fast, convenient, and free when you pay with an e-check. Renew your registration on our website and select Pick Up at the Tax Collector's Office. Order before 3 p.m. and you can pick up your little yellow sticker on the same day. Order at irctax.com. That's irctax.com.
One of the great things about affordable water is you don't need to be a client for service. That's right, if you have equipment from almost anywhere else, it doesn't matter. Affordable Water will service or repair it. No contracts, no commitments, no problems. And no salespeople, just water technicians who will come out and service your existing water equipment. Affordable Water.
Call 589-7677 for your H2O. Call the Pure Water Pros. Affordable water.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal Upholstery, Four Seasons, and Capri. At Sunshine Furniture, we have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. Right now, we have selected groups marked down for our spring clearance, and also all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and visit our outlet and closeout store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Having sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Having sunshine day. Sunshine.
Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around, and we are back. Still with us, we have Kayla and Clay Collins with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. So once again, thanks for joining us, and for everybody there, thanks for sticking with us. So real quick, before we get back into it, because I want to hear more about you, but I do want to let you guys know, next week on the 29th of April, there is a new business that's going to have their grand opening. It's Overo Selfie Museum. this is a place where you can go and they actually do all sorts of like selfies. They got all the filters and the backgrounds and all the stuff. They do special events. And Kayla, I know you're going to be there for the grand opening, right?
Yes, I will be there.
Yeah, so you and a couple of our agents. And it is a really cool idea. I've never heard about it until it was brought to me, but apparently these things are popping up all over the country now in these big cities, and now we have one coming here to Vero. So I met the young couple that is putting it together, and they're pretty impressive. He's actually a veteran, came out of the Army, I believe, and I mean, they're doing great things. So hopefully on April 29th, right on Old Dixie Highway at 4:30 p.m., come down, check out Kayla, check out some of the rest of the team, and definitely take a look at what's going on over there. So I've never seen a selfie museum, but I'm pretty interested to see what's going to happen over there.
Yeah, take some selfies.
So yeah, we'll see. But I'm sure we will. So, yeah. But anyway, so Clay, we were talking. I mean, obviously, you're doing a great job with loans. What are you doing when you're not doing loans?
Try to get to the gym.
Okay.
I got 5 grandchildren, so actually that's better than the gym. And 2 are here in Vero, 3 in Dallas. But seeing my grandchildren is number 1. All
right, not to put you on the spot on the air, but which grandchild is your favorite? just kidding.
I'm taking the 5th.
I'm just messing with you. But no, that's cool. And where are the other 3?
They're in Dallas.
In Dallas? Okay, very cool. I like it. So that's got to keep you good and busy. How often do you see the ones in Dallas?
Go out there every Thanksgiving. My wife goes about every 2nd or 3rd month. I get out there about 2 times a year, and then they come back at least twice a year.
Oh, so you've seen them pretty frequently.
Yes.
Awesome. And how old are all they?
Emily, that's here, she's actually in Fort Pierce, is 7, and her sister Johanna is about turned 3. And then out in Dallas, Claire is 5, Kate is 3, and William is getting near 1.
Wow, that's a lot of energy just running around. So yeah.
My wife goes out there every now and then to babysit when my son has a business event he needs to go to, and his wife's going with him, and she comes back and needs a week to recover.
I have a niece that lives out in Texas. She's just announced that she's having her 2nd child. When she had her first kid, she was like a week away from her due date. My sister was going out there. I think I told you about this, Kayla. She was going out there to visit. Now, I was sitting there and all of a sudden it hit me. So I put together a text message, but I made it look like a mass text message. I put all sorts of random phone numbers in there and my niece's phone number. And I just put out there, hey, want to wish my sister well as she transitions into this next chapter of life, as she moves out to Texas to move in with her daughter and help raise this child. And of course, my niece called me up. She's like, Uncle Chris, what are you doing? So it raised a lot of concerns. I still laugh about it. Her, not so much.
No.
So.
Well, you're miles away.
Yeah, so I'm in the safe zone.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what other than the grandkids? Are you doing anything else for fun out there?
I work real estate hours, or realtor hours, and borrower hours. So weekends I'm in the office at least 6 hours, and then I'm always available on Sundays. So I'm in little spurts. So if I can get to the gym for 90 minutes or so, getting on a golf course or something like that is tough when you're working, not banker's hours.
Okay.
But years ago when I got in the industry, or decided that was going to be my specialty, I decided I was going to have to change the hours I was working.
Okay.
And that's been one of my big selling points.
Okay. I like it. Still got to get out there and enjoy yourself. I mean, after all, we are in sunny Florida, so got to be some fun stuff out there.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to the beach a lot, but no, the grandchildren are the main thing.
Okay.
And, taking them over to the beach, taking them over to Humiston, that's the funnest thing. Taking them to a movie.
Nice.
Yes.
And then try and get them to sit there and not raise hell in the middle of the movie theater.
Emily's pretty good now, but Johanna, we haven't tried yet. She's not ready for it.
All right, good stuff. Well, I mean, you're right here, so it doesn't take much to sneak out and jump onto the water for a minute. So,
yeah, I used to in my old days.
Yeah,
to be a branch manager of savings and loan. I would, on Friday afternoons, shoot over to South Beach, dive in, swim, rinse off, and go back to the office. That was nice.
I like it. What about you? What are you doing here these days?
Well, I just bought a basil plant.
A basil plant?
I'm getting into my next chapter of gardening.
Okay.
I'm excited.
All right. So just to reiterate, the last time we had a cooking experience, you wound up cooking chili, not punching your boyfriend in the mouth, and then knocking out his tooth. So what kind of damage can we do with a basil plant?
Oh, I think I want to eat it. I want to make food. I want to produce food I can eat.
But the chili went sideways, so I'm just curious.
I'm not planning on anything going sideways, but I'll have to stay tuned on that.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to hearing what's happening.
You're waiting for something to go wrong.
Absolutely, because that stuff's funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Clay, she makes her boyfriend dinner, right? She makes him chili.
For the first time.
For the first time ever that she makes him. And he eats the chili. She winds up accidentally punching him in the mouth, and his tooth falls out.
While he was eating the chili.
Yeah, because of the chili.
Accidentally?
Well, I was going to try to give him a hug, and my hand went, I was trying to go behind his head, but it hit his face.
Wow.
It was a crown, so it wasn't a real tooth.
Okay, that doesn't count then.
Just to clarify.
All right, just checking.
And I felt bad, so.
You felt bad. Well,
yeah.
then we're all good.
Yeah.
Do you like the chili?
Yeah, but now he doesn't want to eat chili anymore. His tooth fell out.
That's a nervous twitch every time you bring out chili. I got it. I like
it's
it.
like, not tonight.
So did you do anything good for Easter there, Clay?
Worked Saturday, but no. Had grandchildren over Saturday, Sunday, and then went to a sunrise service on Sunday morning.
Okay.
Which was really nice.
Did they let the kids hunt for any Easter eggs?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I saw a bunch of kids running around doing that stuff. So it looked like they had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
And you took your sister out, right?
Well, the Easter bunny came by our house and left eggs all in our backyard, and we're missing 2.
You're missing 2 eggs?
Yeah.
I might have made it into somebody's omelet.
They were plastic ones, so I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
You'll find them 6 months from now. We always did with our kids. Yeah.
I like it. All right, so we're past Easter. Now, what are your plans for the rest of the week? Anything big planned there, Clay?
Right now, just closing a couple of loans, and then weekend will be relaxing.
Okay. Well, I want to give a huge shout out for anybody that is looking for something to do over the next little bit. We have Johnny over at the Biker Shack. You guys have met him. He's been on the show. If you've ever been down there, it's over in Sebastian. Johnny's decided to retire. So if you guys have been down to the Biker Shack, you know that he's never met a stranger. So I highly recommend. I'm not sure when he's actually retiring, but I know he's going to be there for at least another 30 days or so. So if you have nothing to do this weekend, definitely stop down and check him out. Have you been down there at all?
No. Mm-mm.
So it's the Biker Shack over in Sebastian. And Johnny's been doing, he's a biker. He has all, apparel and all that kind of stuff right in the villages there, right in Sebastian. And it's crazy because I met him when I first got to Florida, and in 10 seconds, it was like we've known each other for years. And he's just got that personality. So now him and his wife have decided to retire and go on to other ventures. And I'm super excited because over the past, few years, I've gotten to really know him really well. And Johnny, Sherry, we wish you well where you wind up. Hope you enjoy the last couple of weeks or a few weeks, however long you guys are going to be over there at the shop. I'll definitely be stopping by before they get out of there. But I'm super excited about what they're doing, and great people. So if you get out right there in Sebastian, and always got stuff going on over there. So, but anyway, I know I'll be stopping by there at some point. And what about you? Anything big planned?
I'm watching on my basil to see if I can grow plants. My starter plant.
All right, so just one basil plant.
One basil plant for now. It's we're gonna do flat garden bed, and we're gonna have the tomatoes, basils, peppers.
Awesome. I like it. Well, listen, I just realized we are actually out of time, so we're gonna have to cut off here. Clay, we do appreciate you coming in, and
appreciate you having me.
Thanks everybody for watching and listening, and we will be back next week. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Follow us to your new home, and we'll see you here real soon. Bye, everybody.